What's up, guys? Bang, bang. Lunch money time, Monday morning. Good morning. Well, Wall Street's trying to get rich. The rest of us just trying to get our lunch money right. I'm here with the intelligent and beautiful Polina Ivanova Marinova Pompliano, PIMP in the house. What's up?
PIMP in the house.
Bang, bang. The show is sponsored by BlockFi. As you guys all know, I'm an investor in the company and a big fan of what they do. They've got 3 products. You can buy and sell cryptocurrencies. You can deposit crypto and take out a US dollar loan against your deposit. Or you can deposit crypto or stablecoin and earn up to 8.6% APY in an interest-bearing account. And do you know what they're doing today?
What are they doing today, Anthony?
They actually started sponsoring Dave Portnoy's Davey Day Trader show. But we were first.
Okay, hold on a second.
Okay.
You can't be mixing brands like that.
Oh, no. See, Gemini is the people who custody the assets for BlockFi. So you guys didn't see that, but I was ready to go. The very nice people over at Gemini sent me this hat. I like it. It's slick. I look good in it, probably. At least that's what Polina told me. All right, let's get into... Oh, and by the way, I'm also... I've got the profile shirt on.
That's what I was talking
right
about.
Here. Everyone go subscribe to Polina's newsletter at readtheprofile.com. What's up with the news? Big week. Big week. Big week.
Did your voice just
Big week.
squeak?
Big week. All right, what's up?
Okay, things in Belarus are getting serious. So the other day, we actually walked across the street, and there were a ton of people. And it was there were protesters, and there were people voting. Basically, in Belarus, the election was very rigged. Very being the operative word. And now the Belarusian president has rejected calls to quit following his contested re-election, warning that the former Soviet republic would perish as a state if it was forced to repeat the vote. And opposition protesters took to the street for the 8th consecutive day of anti-government demonstrations.
I feel like this guy just stole the election, it seems like, and then everyone called him on it.
He has been in power since 1994.
Yeah, I mean, that's like dictator type stuff. He claimed a landslide victory, by the way, to get his 6th term and has denied allegations of fraud.
Until you kill me, there will be no other elections, he told workers at a tractor plant on Monday.
Listen, you could say that and we could laugh in the United States, but you can't say that in Eastern European countries and not expect somebody to at least try to kill you.
The only dictatorship that exists in this household is in this household. I am.
You're a dictator?
Until you kill me, there will be no other dictators.
Okay, let's move on to the next topic. I don't like this conversation anymore. What's up next?
All right. So, So, Russia's vaccine chief claims that the West is trying to lure away its scientists.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Basically, the head of Russia's vaccine development body has claimed that Western research institutions are seeking to lure away its scientists to work for them.
And it wants to poach scientists from Russia to work in Europe, and the U.S. had not worked. This makes no sense. They said that our researchers have been working at the Gamaleya Institute for 10 years. Any American or European university can only dream of having such researchers, and they are seeking to lure them away, but they won't be able to. Okay. He also offered no evidence. So I feel like there's a lot of propaganda maybe floating around from all sides. Did you ever watch the doping Icarus?
Icarus?
Icarus, is that what it's called?
No, I haven't.
You haven't? It's a Netflix documentary?
I know, I started it, but it was kind of boring, and then I got confused.
It's all about the Russians who basically figured out how to do doping before everybody else, and they used it to help athletes become much more athletic. And so I feel like they've always been like very science heavy. You know, I never met a Russian who didn't know good math and science. Right?
That's a stereotype.
Is it?
Yeah.
Do you know any Russians?
I know plenty of Russians who are amazing poets.
But do they also know math and science? Yes. Listen, I'm just saying my personal experience.
To be fair, I'm from Bulgaria and I'm bad at math and science.
But you were good before you left.
Yeah, but like...
When you showed up here in 4th grade, didn't you? Yeah. Weren't they all doing addition and you were like solving for X?
I was doing calculus, guys.
All right, that's fine. But by the way, Russia may or may not have a vaccine. I'm just not taking it.
Right.
Like, I feel like that's a whole other thing that people are forgetting. It's not like you have to take the vaccine.
Okay, but how about this? because Russia's so good at science and math, why wouldn't you trust its vaccine?
No, it's just because I don't take like most vaccines. Like I don't take the flu shot.
Okay, hold on. A flu shot is different from a vaccine. You have a lot of vaccines because you weren't able to go to school, school.
I definitely have been forced to take them. In the Army, I had to do it, whatever.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, in general, I'm not like, oh, let me go get shots of things in my body, right? So the flu shot, other types of things. If I can avoid it, which you can't always.
I'm so nervous.
But if you can, I try to avoid it.
I'm so nervous for flu season. Like people are gonna be getting sick and they won't know. Is this the flu? Is this the what's it called? COVID?
You forgot the name of the virus that is forced us to sit inside for 23 hours a day?
I'm trying to forget it. Guys, my birthday's next week.
Okay.
Wait, is it next week? Yeah.
Was it the 22nd?
4th.
Oh, I knew that. All right, what's the next topic?
Sanofi agreed to acquire U.S. biotech company Principia Biopharma for about $3.4 billion as the French drug maker pivots towards innovative therapies to spur growth under the new CEO, Paul Hudson. I think this is the second largest deal in biopharma or something.
Yeah, well, they do treatments for multiple sclerosis and a range of autoimmune disorders.
They're also working on a vaccine, but this is the second largest pharmaceutical acquisition this year after Gilead Sciences agreed to pay $4.9 billion to buy cancer therapy maker 47 in March.
What's crazy to me is the stock price of this company's gone up 66% this year, and then Sanofi stepped in and they agreed to pay 10% premium to Friday's closing price. No, but they just agreed to pay a 10% premium.
Oh, yeah.
So it had already gone up 66%. Yeah. Now, I have a hot take. I feel like the medical industry is going through what like the .com companies did and the blockchain companies. It's just like if all of a sudden you're just like, oh, we're working on a vaccine. Oh, that's all you have to say. And then everyone's like, oh, that company's hot.
Yeah.
And they just explode in value.
Yeah.
So you agree with me?
It happens everywhere, yeah.
So you're agreeing with me?
Yes.
All right. So it's not such a hot take.
It's not a hot take.
Oh, all right.
Please,
I just feel
don't
like
look for new hot takes where I disagree with you on. We all
I just feel like they're going through this like this hype cycle.
Boom. Every industry goes through a hype cycle. Do you remember when in media everybody that was doing social media like kept getting bought in like 2008, 2009?
Buddy Media.
They've all exploded or imploded now. I guess
Buddy Media got bought for $800 million.
Like BuzzFeed was really hot. They figured out social, and then like a bunch of other ones.
Okay, that's fair.
I'll think of more.
All right, that's fine. But by the way, the pharmaceutical hype cycle means that it's compounded with people don't understand the science. So you can say all kinds of crazy stuff, and then people are just like, oh yeah, sure, whatever. Like I don't understand science because I'm not Russian.
You don't understand. The other day I had to explain to him basic English grammatical rules.
No, whoa, hold on. Rewind. There's most people. I write every single day. My brother writes every day now. Polina writes every day. No. I know a lot of people who write every day. Polina started telling me things about propositional phrases.
Oh my God.
And pronouns and all this stuff. And I told her, look, I know what a noun is. I know what a verb is. I know what an adjective is. But that's pretty much where I
doesn't
stop.
know what a pronoun is, guys.
Well, I was like, what's the pro part of the pronoun? Like, why don't you just call it a noun?
Because it's not a noun. It's a proper noun.
Yeah, see, but like that's stupid. Then what was the prepositional phrase?
He was trying to stick a word in between two things that should never be separated.
Do you want to know why I'm a good writer? It's because I just write how I talk. Everyone else is trying to sit there and do all the stuff. I just write how I talk.
It's soothing to the brain of someone who's reading if they don't have to be broken up in the middle of a sentence by a word that should not be there. Okay, ready?
I like to use my vast knowledge and command of the American language.
Speaking of COVID and vaccines, the FDA authorized emergency use of a new and inexpensive saliva test for COVID that could greatly expand testing capacity because up until now they're sticking things up your nose. And actually, first of all, the saliva test would be a much less invasive process, obviously, than the nasal swabs. And it also avoids a key step that has caused shortages of chemical reagents used in other tests. It can run approximately 90 samples in fewer than 3 hours in a lab. So,
Yale School of Public Health developed this. It's called Saliva Direct. What's not in this article, because this article is from statnews.com. Yeah, statnews.com is just reporting the science part of it. But what no one is saying in the medical community is that this was actually funded, I believe, or partially funded by the NBA.
NBA?
Yeah, the National Basketball Association had their hand in doing this. They were driving a lot of it. mainly because just like do Control F NBA. Let's see what happens. Well, you have to spell NBA.
Oh,
right?
yeah. The research team validated Saliva Direct in part by testing NBA players, coaches, and staff. And Yale said the test is now being studied in asymptomatic people through the program with the NBA and its players union. Whoa.
Look at that. It's like I read the internet. I know things before she even reads it.
I think you read Joseph's newsletter.
Nope, Joseph didn't talk about this. But yeah, I mean, look, at the end of the day, this is exactly what people need, right? Is they need an easy way to get the test. Shooting your head with
better data, better numbers, better results.
Shooting people's heads with the little guns that tell you your temperature doesn't make a lot of sense. I
actually like those. I'm like, what score am I going to get now?
What score? It's like a competition. It's actually the opposite.
I always get the best score. Best temperature. Nobody's ever gotten better temperature than me.
All right, what's the next topic?
All right. So, you know Rent the Runway?
Yes.
I am wearing Rent the Runway. As we speak, this is not an endorsement. They do not sponsor me, although they should. So the clothing rental startup, Rent the Runway, is closing all of its stores for good. And it's focusing on its network of drop boxes. So there's a number of drop boxes it has in the city. And you can go, take your clothes there, drop them in the box, scan them, and then you get new clothes.
I one time went in a Rent the Runway store. Polina was like, I have to drop this off. I was like, what is that? And she had like a bag. And I was like, is there drugs in there? Like, what do you mean you have to drop it off? And she was like, no, we go to this place and I drop it. And I was like, that sounds like a drug drop.
No, you scanned them in for me once.
No, I know. But you were like, we got to go into this store. So I went with her and she was made the right. And there's like these two boxes. And she was showing me how it works or whatever. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. So I scanned one or two of them, whatever. So I made sure that the technology works. And then I turned around and there's like a store. It's like a retail store. And there was a madhouse. It was chaos in this place. And
so
all
it was
of
chaos because you have until exactly, I think it's 3 p.m. to return things to get other clothes shipped the same day. So girls are like, oh my God, I have 2 minutes left. They're like drug addicts.
Literally, because you're doing a drug drop and they're drug addicts. It's just this time it's not illegal drugs. It
literally
clothes.
Looks like a zombie town. If you're around the Rent the Runway area at like 2:59, you just see a bunch of girls with their heads down on their phone. It's really creepy.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. So I went inside. I don't understand where demand went other than the virus, obviously, because this place was packed and it looked like there was never going to be a shortage of people who wanted to get clothes.
Well, now people don't have to wear clothes.
I don't have to wear clothes.
You have to wear
that
clothes.
might go into the Lunch Money Hall of Fame of quotes.
They don't have to wear different
Now people
clothes.
don't have to wear clothes.
They don't have to wear different clothes all the time. The reason I have to is because I'm a star, and if I wore the same thing like he does every day, you guys would call me out. And I know better than that because I'm gonna.
Okay, so Rent the Runway closing all their stores. It's great business. It'll be fine.
So I actually don't think it's a great business because
hot take.
Well, they've struggled to get the business model right for a long time.
Hot take.
And now what they're doing is, I think it's smart of them to close the physical locations because that was stupid. I mean, girls would only go in there. Not only. The majority of people would go in there to drop off their clothes. It was slim pickings at the store because if you like something on the shelf, they only have a few different sizes. So if you're not one of those sizes, tough luck. But this way, the whole point is I want to get my size, I want to get what I like, and I want to get it delivered same day. So that's what they're doing.
Do you think I should start a Rent the Runway for black t-shirts?
No. Designer black t-shirts.
Does that kind of ruin the problem?
It ruins the problem, yes. It does not solve the problem.
Same.
It makes it worse.
Same difference. All right, what's up, Pentagon? Pentagon UFOs.
The Pentagon is forming a new task force to investigate UFOs. Okay, at this point, why don't we just say that they're aliens?
Because UFOs and aliens are different.
I know, but there's
trying to explain
now
that to
a
people.
task force that will be overseen by the Department of the Navy and will report to the Office of the Undersecretary of Defense for Intelligence and Security. Yeah, that's it.
So what are they going to do?
They're gonna investigate unexplained aerial incidents encountered by the U.S. military.
The creation of the Unidentified Aerial Phenomena Task Force, or UAPTF, continues an effort that began in recent years to investigate unexplained aerial incidents encountered by the U.S. military. So, at the end of the day, I actually don't think that the UFO incidents are going to lead to any alien discoveries.
Why?
Because, again, they're two different things.
I understand, but if we don't have that kind of thing in the U.S., on Earth, the way it can dart back and forth like that, yes, it's a UFO. It's not an alien, but wasn't it created by something else that we can't create here?
No, it's like the first person who ever saw a plane. They were like, what the hell is that thing?
Oh, okay.
Right? And then somebody else was like, oh, I created it. This is how it works. So it's just like we don't
you think
understand something right now. And by the way, from the videos, it's not like they got their hands on it like, oh, we can't figure this out.
Yeah, that's
right?
true. They just saw it.
And then on top of it, do you think it's more likely that aliens have these
No, it's more
unidentified
likely
objects
it's a
or China?
16-year-old in Utah.
Right? So it's just like we don't know is the short answer.
Yeah.
But on top of that, that doesn't necessarily mean that aliens are real. I'm a believer in aliens. I believe that they're out there somewhere. They may even be here on Earth and we just can't see them, or it may be on a different time
What
continuum.
would you do if you found out I'm an alien?
Oh, I already know that. Yeah. Polina one time asked me if I ran into like an alien, like a little green man, what would I do? And I said I'd just go to the bar and get a beer with him.
He did say that.
But hey, man, come on, let's go, little buddy. Like, we'll just go and
But,
chill.
and here's the thing.
And then I would hit him with, please be nice to me. Please be nice to me.
Okay, you're not in Star Trek.
I never watched Star Trek.
I didn't either.
Or Star Wars. I've never seen either one.
I think I saw a little bit of Star Wars. Oh, God. They're going to judge us, Anthony.
I don't care. Look, I just don't like it.
Oh, but my dad, Evo, loves Star Wars. He's obsessed with Star Wars. Loves
We need to
it.
bring Evo back on the show.
We do.
All right. So what would you
Okay.
do if
Oh, wait,
you were part of this task force and you found a
An
UFO?
alien?
No, a UFO.
Oh, wait, a UFO.
Yeah.
I would research it. I would call all the 16-year-olds in Utah that I know, and I'd be like, listen, did you have anything? Because think about it. If
Do
that,
you know
no,
16-year-olds in Utah?
No, but think about it. If somebody had seen TikTok for the first time and they saw all these weird dances, they'd be like, okay, that's definitely a UFO.
Are you comparing TikTok and UFOs?
Yes.
Oh,
Because
okay.
nobody's seen people move like that before. It's jarring to the eye.
You must have missed the 70s.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I did miss the 70s, thank God.
Yeah, a little John Travolta action.
Don't look at my jokes.
All right, what joke you got? Come on.
All right. Oh, my God, we've done a lot of these, to be honest with
It's because you keep going to bestlifeonline.com.
you. What do you call a cow with 2 legs?
Cow with 2 legs.
It's actually kind of stupid. It should be a skinny cow. What do you call a skinny cow? I just changed the joke.
What do I call a skinny cow with 2 legs?
Yeah, I guess.
Foot loose.
No, lean beef.
Lean beef? What's the point of missing the 2 legs?
Well, I think that was stupid. That's why I changed the joke to a thin cow with 4 legs.
What do you call a joke you make in the shower?
A joke I make in the shower?
A clean joke.
Okay.
See, I'm the one with the real jokes.
No.
That's it for Lunch Money today. While the rest... Wait, what is it? While
Whoa.
Wall Street's trying to get rich, the rest of us is trying to get our lunch money right. Literally. I almost messed that
I
up.
don't know what's going on with my hair today.
I ain't going to make no comments. That was bait, guys. I'm not taking it. That's it for today. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Bang, bang. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Lunch Money as much as we did.
And don't forget, Lunch Money is now sponsored by BlockFi, so go check them out. There's a link in the description that you can click on. I'm an investor, a user, and a huge fan. What?
You're a bigger fan of BlockFi than you are of me?
BlockFi is my second favorite thing in the world behind Polina. They've got 3 products. They can give you a US dollar loan. You can earn up to 8.6% interest on an interest-bearing account, or you can buy and sell cryptocurrencies on their crypto exchange. I personally use the interest-bearing account. There's not very many places where you'll find up to 8.6% interest on a deposit in an interest-bearing account. Go do your own research. There's risk associated, but 8.6% is pretty compelling. So click on the link in the description. Say thanks to the folks at BlockFi. Subscribe to our channel. Like the video. Annoy Polina in the comments. And we'll see you guys tomorrow.
And be kind to your friends.